You're exactly right, Rob. The Ohio State football program has 4 full-time staff members dedicated to mental health. Why? Because when Day took over as head coach, he had a conversation with his team, not about strategy or schedule. He told them his story, a story about his father, Ray, his silent struggles, and how they ended. It's a story that shows why mental health will forever be personal. There is no cure for the past, but in facing it, we might change the future.
I don't have a ton of memories of him. Over time, it's mostly become pictures. If you said what was one picture you have in your mind, it would be him smiling. So when this happened, it shocked everybody.
Growing up in Manchester, New Hampshire, Ryan Day remembers his father, Ray, as a devoted, connected, happy dad.
He owned convenience stores in the Manchester area, managed them, me and my 2 brothers, and we would be excited to see him, and he would bring candy to us, and that was a big deal. I do remember that part.
The hardest part for Ryan came on a winter day in 1988 with a visit from the police.
A January day, and it just kind of happened. It was, right in the afternoon, and we got the news. A police officer came to the house and let our family know. It was shock. I just remember the shock in people's face. That was one of those moments that obviously you won't forget.
Ray Day died by suicide. Ryan was just 9 years old.
I think I was maybe 11 when I really found out exactly what happened. And then from then it was a range of anger, resentment. I felt like he was a coward and that he left, our family behind, and how could he do that?
Day. It's good. Count it for Ryan Day.
As Ryan grew into a multi-sport all-state athlete in New Hampshire, the hurt over his father's death remained. And so did the anger, shaping and fueling him.
After Little League games, after CYO basketball games, and after football games, kids would run up to their dads, or their dads would be coaching and not having that. It made me angry that I didn't have that.
He had a chip on his shoulder growing up. He always had something to prove. I'm not sure he would be where he is right now if it didn't happen, because I think it drove a lot of his ambitions in life.
11-0!
That drive led Day to one of the pinnacles of college football.
Execution matters. Effort matters. Toughness matters. Get up in here. Let's go. Let's go get this thing. Let's go.
Head coach at Ohio State. With the position came a huge platform. And with it, Day chose to focus on childhood mental health by sharing his father's story and its impact.
As I got older, I think I started to recognize that there was a sickness there. He was obviously struggling with mental health.
I could see it in his eyes that he wasn't angry about it anymore and that he was ready to talk about it and tell people how his father had passed without feeling ashamed, without feeling embarrassed. And it took this long for him to kind of come full circle to realize, what truly led his father to do what he did.
Nina and I decided that we were going to team up with Nation Children's on our sleeves campaign here, which is addressing adolescent and teenage mental health.
The Christina and Ryan Day Fund, created in 2019, helps raise awareness and create change to break the stigma surrounding mental illness and its impact on children. Half of all lifelong mental health conditions begin by age 14. The cause is national, but for Day, will always be personal.
The goal is to get into every community, every school, so that physical health and mental health are taught equally the same.
in terms of my father's legacy is that everything that happened, hopefully there's some people along the way that he can maybe change and save their lives. And if we can get to the point where we can help address things in different ways and not look at it with that stigma, then we're gonna make some progress here.
Today's Fund works in partnership with On Our Sleeves, a program at Nationwide Children's Hospital here in Columbus focused on childhood mental health. For the days, a turning point was a conversation with their own children about Ray Day and the importance of sharing their feelings. It was a hard conversation, but as you heard Ryan say, Rob, part of his father's legacy, he hopes, is that ultimately his death may change and even help to save some lives. And Nina and Ryan Day are committed to doing that.